afternoon and welcome to another episode of Tokyo Reds. We are Liverpool fans based in the land of the rising sun, and Happy New Year. It's the 2nd of January today, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. Really sunny, really nice. We're by the river, which is always a nice place to be. And I'll tell you what else is really nice. Liverpool beating Manchester City. That is absolutely fantastic, and it was 1-0 if you didn't know already, but you probably did. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's mint. So yeah, the game started. It was great to get 3 points. Kept up with keeping up with Chelsea. We've now got a bit of distance as well between us and City, which is fantastic. So yeah, perfect start. What a start to the game. Man City lose the ball. We play it out wide. Lallana goes down the wing. Perfect cross in. Wijnaldum runs in, nuts it straight into the goal. Really well worked goal. Tom, what a ball by Adam Lallana. He's really been impressive at the moment.
What a ball. And I'll tell you what, it was so great because that was our first chance. That was actually our first real chance up until, it was only 7 minutes, but up until then it had all been City. And yeah, what a ball. And then Wijnaldum as well, he's quite clever because instead of trying to lose his defender, I think instead of like running in front of him, he kind of steps back so he can just get that leap and keeps on side as well. But what a header as well. What a header. Bravo had no chance, right in the corner. And yeah, we didn't have many chances, so we had to take them. But it's just brilliant to see. Such a great start, so important, especially at Anfield. You put a team 1-0 behind 7 minutes when you got that kind of atmosphere. Yeah. Well happy.
It was great, and I was quite surprised because I didn't know Wijnaldum had that in his locker. Do you know what I mean? But it was great header by him.
Yeah, it was very Hippier-esque. It was kind of like just the perfect header. Although Hippier had a bit of an advantage that his head was like a tennis racket, wasn't it? It's huge. But yeah, and considering he's so small as well, to get like the height and the accuracy he did on that. He kind of took, was it Zabaleta?
Kolarov.
Kolarov. Kind of reminded me a bit of, remember Andy Carroll, like a few years ago, where he just completely took Kolarov out of it. But yeah, first chance of the game, and, we made, I can't think what I was going to say then, but yeah, first chance of the game and we scored, so it was great to see.
It was absolutely perfect. For me, it reminded me of, remember Suarez scored a header against West Brom a few years ago, and it was just like from like the edge of the box and hammered it. Really perfect. So well done Wijnaldum for that one, and it's good to see him back in the goals as well. So we kind of dictated, it really helped us dictate the way that we wanted to play. We sat a lot deeper in this game. We didn't sort of press them up the pitch like we usually do. Tom, what did you make of this approach to the match?
I was a bit surprised because I was watching at the time and I was thinking, hang on, something's not right. Like we're letting them have a lot more possession. I think it was one of those, whether it was planned or not, it was just like, actually, we've got to be careful with them. They've got so much pace. They do have some very skillful players. They can do us damage. So it was like, actually, in order to protect ourselves, and we know our defence can be like, let's just play deeper. You can have the ball in front of us, just don't put it for us. It was almost like that approach. If you get close, we'll close you. But yeah, it was very different. But key thing is you win, don't you? That's the key thing. So hey, I'm happy if that's how we win matches.
Mate, it worked. Do you know what I mean? Like, it worked, and it got us 3 points, which is so important. So it's also very good that it shows that we can mix it up. Do you know what I mean? We're not just a one-dimensional team, which is always important.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was a bit surprised that Origi didn't start, and he started Chan instead. But I think that was part of the plan, to keep Torre, trying to keep him as subdued as possible. I mean, there was times obviously when we couldn't, because he's a phenomenal player, especially like that cross to Sterling. But yeah, so I was surprised actually to see the Chan start over Origi, but that's probably why they did that. And like I was saying in the last video, you can't attack and defend. You can't defend obviously whilst you're attacking. So if we put an attacking side out, we can't really defend, and you kind of need to because City are so good. So it was good to show that we've got 2 dimensions. We're not just a one-trick pony where we've got a few tricks, but we're not just, if we can't score, that's it, we lose, because that's what we were for a few years now.
That's a very good point. And it was our defence that really stood out in the whole match. We were absolutely fantastic at the back, especially James Milner against Raheem Sterling, the little knobhead. Milner, I mean, he absolutely had him in his pocket all bloody game, right?
He really did. From start to finish, despite Sterling's pace, you never felt like actually he can do Milner. Milner's tackling was excellent, but not just that, his closing down. He was pushing Sterling like further wide than he'd like to be, and yeah, I mean it was just excellent. And I will say for Milner as well, great defending against Sterling, but also if Firmino touches that a little bit better, that's going to go down as an assist. What a ball that was.
What a ball it was special, that pass, man. And that's the thing with James Milner. It doesn't matter where you play him. He's just one of those players, you know. And he's just been fantastic. He hasn't been in like the highlights so much over the recent weeks, but that game he just proved that he is so solid. Another defender who was amazing, John, was Ragnar Klavan. What a game.
Yeah, it's been surprising, hasn't it? Because we didn't really know too much about him when he came into the club, and there was no real expectation for him. Obviously, we didn't expect him to play this many games. Pre-season we thought it was going to be at the time Sacco and Matip, right? But he's formed a really good partnership with Lovren, and at the moment I'd actually like to see him and Matip together. To be honest with you, so I just thought to keep Aguero, he is the best striker in the league.
Diego Costa maybe, but yeah.
Nah.
No,
Diego Costa's a good striker, but
no, I actually prefer Aguero.
It's not just that I prefer him, it's just that he's consistently, at that top. Because he's not. If he stays in the Premier League for a few more seasons, he might beat Shearer's record, mightn't he? Because he scored that many goals. But anyway, but to do that, to keep a world-class striker in your back pocket, no, maybe not back pocket, but yeah. So he did really, really well at keeping Aguero out of it.
It was awesome.
So I'll just throw in, Klavan got a yellow card very early on, so it's kind of like, is he going to be on a tight rope? And he still timed his challenges to perfection. He didn't do anything stupid, because that's the thing, when you get that early yellow, it's like, you just got to be that careful. Sorry, mate.
No, I think that's a very important point. I was kind of worried at first, I was just like, because you worry about his pace, but he can actually move quite well for a big guy and a big defender. He's just got so much experience as well, and when we signed him, he was a kind of replacement for Toure, and what a replacement, really. I mean, I love Colo Toure, do you know what I mean? But yeah, still an amazing replacement. So it was a good game. There wasn't a lot in it, to be honest. It was very close, but it was kind of, we just nullified them, which is mad. I didn't know we were able to do that, and it turns out we can, and we can do it against one of the best teams in Europe. So happy days, I'm really, really, very, very, very happy we won that game. Tom, man of the match?
It's got to be James. It's got to be charismatic James Milner. No, he just did so well. What he did to Sterling. Sterling has been good this season. Credit where it's due, as much as I don't like him. Credit where it's due. But no, Milner was fantastic. Shout though, give a big shout to Wijnaldum, because as well as getting the goal late on, like around the corner flag, he was just shepherding it so well. And that's almost worth a point, because if City get possession and just go down the other end, it's... So yeah, shout to Wijnaldum.
Yeah, fair enough, John.
I'll go with Lallana, I think. He puts that epic cross in to Wijnaldum to get the goal, and he was unlucky to be caught offside. I mean, he doesn't really beat the keeper anyway, but he still had a really good chance at the time. And now he's he's contributed the most goals in Europe or something like that for a team. Yeah. It's like 7 assists, 7 goals. He's just phenomenal. He's arguably our best player, I reckon, at the moment, with Coutinho out. But
yeah, I fully agree. For me, I'll give it to Klavan. It was easily his best game for us, and yeah, hopefully he carries on with it, because yeah, absolutely top draw defender as far as I'm concerned. So let us know who's your man of the match. How happy are you that we beat City? And in my opinion, our title challenge is on, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, it's such a beautiful day. I can't believe it. You wouldn't think it was 2nd of January. So yeah.
Let's give a shout. Skill of the match, Mignolet for his keepy-uppy over Aguero. Didn't know he was capable of that. Fair play, Mignolet.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty cool, actually. So yeah, if you like the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and get on board on the all social media. And we will see you for the Sunderland game. There's so many games at the moment. God. See you later. Up the Reds.